Okay. Yeah. So regression
Is
test
it
cases, you will automate it.
okay, sir? Is it like it will be like an added advantage we if we know the automation testing in that? As I already you said that's zero code, but
Yes.
still, if it will be an advantage if we know the how it runs the automation will be the advantage for this or not at all necessary, sir?
For which one you're talking? Can you
For Tosca
for
command.
Tosca? For
Yeah.
Tosca Commander? Can you please
Mm.
repeat your question for Tosca Commander?
So, as you already mentioned, it's a zero code tool,
Yes.
Tosca. Is it like it will be an added advantage if we know how the Selenium works, all those things, or it is not at all like mandatory to know about the automation part?
Yeah, see, for if we talk about Tosca Commander prerequisites, there is no such prerequisites. We need to know the basics of manual testing, and we need to know what is the approach we are using for manual testing. Simple. So there will be a manual steps. You need to automate in the same order. Like for example, you can't open URL without opening the browser, right? So in the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
way, you
Mm.
need to understand what manually you're doing. For example, if somebody is coming you, some ex person is coming to you and they are asking, hey, Sweta, I want to automate the login process. So
Mm.
you need not to start right away. First of all, you need to go and do it manually once or twice and have a glance look of what exactly the functionality is. So once you're pretty much clear, all your doubts should be clear with the manual testers. Then you need to check whether it can be automatable or not. Yes, if I am telling whether it can be automatable or not, either you can use Selenium or Tosca, but you need to
Mm.
understand how to automate it. How you will know it? You need to see what are the steps are involved. So you need to write your steps either in your brain, else you need to write it on the paper. Okay. So what you need to do, for example, there is a what we called before credentials. It is asking for any what we call you have one more login credentials. For example, if you are logging in, it is asking for captcha. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
or else it is asking for another. If it is admin, right? So you are admin for that application. You can give your generic credentials and you can log in easily. So you need not to concern about how to build the script. First of all, you need to understand whether we can do the automation or not. So how you will know? You will go. You will do manually once or twice. Okay. So yeah, this is the functionality. First, we need to click on login. After, we need to give username. After, you need to give password. Later, what are the steps it is coming? How to bypass that steps, so that you need to have. Later you need to automate it. And answer for your question is like, no, you need not to have a prerequisites to learn the Tosca. As I said, zero code, it is very much added advantages for any person, either for client or Indian folks. See, for example, being an Indian, we all are Indians. So Indians will work for 6 to 8 hours for sure. But when coming to US, right? So they can't work more hours. Okay. So they are trying to, even though it is a paid tool, they are actually looking for non-coding tool. That's where the industry is. Since the AI revolution is going far away, so it is somehow it is coming into the software like very fast. So we need to learn the codeless automation tool. Okay. So Sweta, it's fine. You need to
Yeah, it's yeah,
very
till
good.
now it's clear, sir. And as you said, it's a licensed tool.
Mhm.
Like we are attending the classes, we will be like downloading in a trial version or something, and we can also work out from our end. Is it possible?
Yes, yes, yes. I will give you the access. Okay, you don't worry about it. I will give the access and you can install in your local machine and you can practice it. But the thing is like once class is done, you need to practice and you can, if you are sending, then it would be fine. See, for example, today we have covered requirement topics. For example, how to
Mm.
link the requirement. What are the weights? For example, frequency, class and damage class. A small concepts will be there. So what you need to do, you need to practice the class such
Mm.
a way that I will tell in a project level. Okay, not like in the regular level. So how our projects are doing, I will tell you like what are the folder structure we need to follow. So you practice it. I will give you the license. I will give you the tell you how to install it. You just install and do the practice.
And
Okay.
it is like for it will be for any like limited one we can access for 3 months or
Yeah.
4 months.
Yes, yes. So yes, there is a limit of 1 to 2 months. So based on that time, I will tell you. If
Mm.
there is, you need more, then we can provide at that time. Like we
Oh,
can use another email ID and we can do it. But
oh,
see, it's enough. Actually, it's 1 or see, if you're following the class and doing practice, 1 month is enough for you. One to 45 days, or like 30 to 40 days. Okay.
Okay, okay then. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you.
Very good, Sweta. So,
Thank
anyone has any questions before we start today's session?
Yeah. Hi, sir.
Good.
So which tool is best for automation, Selenium or Tosca? Because in India, currently, at least 90% company use Selenium.
Hmm.
Only MNC companies are using Tosca.
Right. Yeah. Okay. See, answer for your question is like most probably. See, for example, previously there is a Google. I will link with one example. Previously there is a Google search, right? So till one point of the time, even we don't know there will be a company will beat the Google. In what sense is like, for example, most of the person is using Google for search engine. Okay, for example, you are searching something, you are searching previously in Google. Now what happens here is, there is a tool called AI tool, right? So open AI. So we all know that chat GPT. So suddenly chat GPT comes into picture, and within 2 to 3 months, all it has beaten all Google, Microsoft, everything, and it's went to the first position. On the same way, Selenium, it's a very old tool, and it's an open source, and we have huge openings. We used to have huge openings for Selenium as well. Now, as per in current market, there is equal opportunities. Yes, for smaller companies, they can't afford it, but in big MNC companies, yes, they are using Tosca, and Tosca is, it is zero automation, zero code, like there is zero code. For manual tester especially, it is very good that learning Selenium would be very hard. And previously the applications are static applications mostly, right? So now the client is expecting a dynamic application. When it comes to a dynamic application, writing code will be very difficult, right? Since Tosca is also already writing the code, it would be very easy. Slowly the transition has happened from Selenium to Tosca. Okay. So yes, there is good opportunity. I will tell you one thing. In Infosys, Wipro, in big MNC companies, right? There is almost, they are taking almost 100 plus opportunities per every 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
there is
sir.
a good
Thank you.
opportunities. Yeah, so they are slowly moving for the non-coding tools. Since, see, what is the wrong in coding tools, right? Like Selenium or UFT or anything. So in Selenium, you need to keep on write the code. You need to write the code in Selenium WebDriver. Later, you need to use the TestNG framework. Later, you need to go for the Cucumber framework. So you need to understand how to link all these things. For example, if you want to link a particular test case with any test management tool, right? So it is very hard for Selenium. If you are automating the API testing, if there is an error, it is very hard. But in Tosca, since we are already, they are providing the code. Excuse me. Already they are providing the code. It is very easy to automate it. Everyone is, see, in India, we will think whether to put some money on paid tool or not. But in US or UK, Australia, or any particular foreign clients, they are very much interested in taking the licensed tool, since we will have a proper support in place. Okay. So we have good opportunities. So in future, we will have huge opportunities. Yeah. So hope I have answered your question.
So in job description, they're asking for API and SAP as well. Will you be teaching those
Yes.
as well?
Yes, we will cover that as well. API testing, yes, we will do it. I will tell you how to scan that particular one. So we can scan in two ways, either the file, or we need to give the endpoints and resources. I will tell you. I will teach you everything in detail. You don't worry.
No. SAP as well, sir.
Yes, SAP we will teach. Not like SAP we have, right? So in SAP we have huge modules, right? So we will
Yes.
take one module and we will tell you the how to do SAP. See, in SAP, most probably there will be a tables. First of all, you need to understand how to scan a web table. Okay. So if you know how to scan a web table, then you can easily understand. See, you can't touch SAP full, right? Since you know we have SAP material management, we have FICO, we have HR, we have huge modules. We will take one of the module and we will try to cover as many topics as possible as per the standards of we will teach. Okay. Yeah, we will give you certification also. You don't worry. Yeah. Anyone? Okay. Okay, guys. So we will go for the actual topic. Okay. So let me share my screen. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, hope everyone is able to see my screen. Can you please guys confirm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So now who has joined today, right? So I will have a glance look on the higher level. Okay. So my name is Rajesh. Okay. And I have 10 years of experience. I'm currently working as a test lead in MNC company. I will share this with you guys. Okay. So before I start, right? So I will put it in the chat box. You can, it's too much length. We will cut it out. Okay. Anyway, so we will cover it and then we will cut it out. Okay. See, basically you all are here to learn the Tosca commander, right? So Tosca is a company like Tosca is one of the product in Tricentis. So that's why if somebody is calling you Tricentis Tosca, don't worry about it. Okay, means same. They are talking about same. So Tosca Commander is one of the tool. And testing tool we have Qtest. Means this if company Tricentis has built a lot of codes, lot of tools. So one tool is like Qtest and another one is Tosca Commander. So in here Tosca Commander is very famous. So why it is famous? Why to learn Tosca Commander? Since we have zero code automation, as I said earlier. So handling over the code to the client. So when you are handovering the code, for example, if you are wrote the code to the client in Java and Python, so if the client only knows the Java, it would be very hard. Since there is no code, it is very easy to hand over the code to client. Okay. Next, Selenium writing, we need to write a proper code either in Java or Python. So it is very hard to understand the code to the client. When you are handovering the code, it is very hard. Like they need to know that. Okay. So, and we have covered about what is software testing. So what is software testing? Software testing is a method to check whether the actual software product is matching. For example, they will give you a requirement. Developer will develop it. Being a tester, what we will do? We will test it and we will see whether it is free of defects or bugs. So if there is a defect, we will raise it. You all know that. Next types of testing, we will mainly have manual testing and automation testing. Manual in the sense, manually we will do it. So automation with any tool. Okay. So providing any tool like we have UFT, Selenium and Tosca Commander. So what is the advantages over these two tools is like zero code. Okay. So that is the main funda. Next, software testing life cycle. So you all know, first of all, for example, being a tester, we need to understand the requirement from the client, right? So for if somebody is giving you requirement, you need to understand. Next one, we will go for the test planning, test design, environment setup, execution, and closure. Okay. So we will first understand the requirement. We will plan our testing. For example, we have 5 testers. Okay. So how you need to complete testing in 5 with 5 testers. Okay. Next one, test case design. How to complete this test case design. Right. So we will write the test cases in Excel sheet with the proper details. Next, we will have the environment setup. For example, in lower environments, we have 2 to 3 environments, right? So below the dev. So we will we will execute the test cases. Next, test execution. We will execute it. And finally, once the testing is done, all the defects got fixed, we will close it. Okay. And main important is like, what is the difference between Selenium and Tosca? So Selenium and Tosca, we have huge differences. Selenium is open source. Only advantage of it. Since it is an open source, there will be no dedicated team. Okay. No, there will be no support team. But in Tosca, since it's a licensed tool, we will have a particular support team. If you want, you can, even though if you are not a Tricentis user, once you register with your email ID, right? So you can raise any support ticket, like you can raise a ticket, how we can do it. So if you have any doubts, they will give you the response. Okay, zero code, but we need to write huge amount of the code in Selenium. So that is one. And one more important point, like if somebody is asking you, it's a zero code, the Tosca is zero code. And for example, there will be a register one. So yesterday we spoke about it, right? So we will see today. Okay, see, yes, the Tosca is using code on the backend. So what code it is? C#. If somebody is asking you what is the code they are using on the backend, it is a C#. Okay. And now today's topic. Okay. So for example, if you are trying to automate any application, as I said earlier, you need to understand what are the steps which are involved. Okay. So what are the steps manually which are involved? So in order to automate anything, as we are talking with another folk, right? So the same way, you need to open the Chrome browser first, right? See what, for example, I need to open the Chrome browser. Either it is a Chrome browser or anything, it doesn't matter for me. Either you can use the Edge browser and Chrome browser. I will tell you how to change it. Okay. So I have opened it manually. So what I have done, I have opened the Chrome browser. Okay. Next, once you have opened the Chrome browser, what we need to do? We need to give valid URL. Yes, we have given valid URL. Let's click on the register button. Okay. Yes, I have clicked on the register button. Provide valid details means we need to provide all the details here. Okay. Next, click on the submit button or register button. We will click on it. Next, once it is done, we need to log out the button and we need to close this browser. Okay. So these are the manual steps we need to automate. Okay. So either we can consider this whole thing as a single test case. Okay. So I will tell you what is the difference between test steps and test cases as well. You need to understand the terminology properly. Okay. Next, same way, right? So what you are doing manually, the same thing you need to do it automation, right? So if manual test, what you are doing, you are reducing the manual effort. Okay. So you're reducing the manual effort. So you need to automate same what manual tester are doing. So you need to replace the manual testing. Simple. Okay. So the same steps you need to do it for automation. Okay. So as I said earlier or yesterday, in order to automate these kind like 7 steps, it is a huge code. When you're writing the code, you need to import all your plugins and you need to create a class name. I'm talking about Selenium. Okay. So you need to launch the browser. In order to launch the browser, WebDriver, driver equal to Chrome driver. If you want to change the Chrome browser to Edge, you need to use Edge browser. Okay, something like this. You need to write the code. Okay, and in order to launch the browser, you need to drive.get. Okay, why I'm telling you all this is like, for example, there is one flaw. Okay, so there is one thing is gone. You need to understand. In the whole huge code, if you have written one wrong thing, you need to go and you need to search for it. And you need to write the code in such a way that, okay, here it is missing. It is very confusing. Now, the same thing. So this is the code for opening the browser. That's it. Only we will open the browser and we will maximize it. Now, we will try to see how easily, without writing a single piece of code, how we will do it in the Tosca commander. Don't concentrate on how to automate it from day one. Try to see how easier it is. So don't look at anything, just see what I am doing and how quickly I'm trying to do it. Okay. So see, we will follow these steps. Okay. First, in order to open the browser or launch, this would be a good one. Okay. Launch the Chrome browser. We need to launch the Chrome browser. What we need to do? We need to click on the browser like this. Okay. So we are doing it, right? So, but the Tosca, once it is done, what we are doing? So once it is done, we need to click on here. Okay. See, it is opening. Okay. So these two steps. Okay. First one is like launching a Chrome browser and providing a valid URL in the Chrome browser. Okay. Now what I will do, I will automate these two test steps without writing single piece of code. Okay. It is pretty much interested. Okay. So let us do this. Okay. So don't confuse about what is checkout. I will tell you everything in detail. Just I'm showing you how quickly you can automate it. Okay. So I will remove the previous one. Okay. So from scratch, we will do it. Okay. So we will create a folder as per the best practices. I will tell you what is the best practices. Okay. See, one thing is like, for example, if you have multiple users, For example, we all are testers in working in single project. We need to understand what exactly it is, right? So that's why when you are creating anything, make sure like you are giving a proper details of it. Okay. Okay. See what I have done here. I have created a folder and I have named as a demo web shop register. Since we all we all will get the manual KT, then we will understand, okay, this test case is talking about the demo web shop register test case. Okay. It would be easier, right? So if you have any other, for example, Flipkart, we have Flipkart register. See, you need to differentiate, right? So this is the demo web shop. This is the Flipkart one. Okay. So that's why the naming convention is very, very, very important. Okay. So as per the best practices, you need to do it. So what I will do, I will the same name. I have created the test cases. Don't concentrate on anything, guys. See how quickly I'm doing it. So that is what you need to do it. So first, what we need to do, we need to open the Chrome browser. In order to do that, we need to go to the test configuration and we need to create a test configuration parameter. Here, what is test configuration parameter? We don't know. What I said, we just need to see it. That's it. So I will tell you each and everything in detail. Okay. So we need to open in the Chrome browser. So once it is done, already the Tosca has provided the code. As I said, right, there is a zero code, right? See, Tosca has already provided some of the standard modules which are used in different projects as a standard one. For example, in your project, there is X and Y projects. Okay. So we have two clients, okay, X and Y client. So in X project, if somebody, see, if a manual tester in X projects, if you want to open the URL, what he will do? He will click on the same Chrome browser and he will give the URL. Okay. In one project means URL may be different, but the process is same. So, for example, you are working in one healthcare project. I'm working in some insurance project. For any project, opening the Chrome browser is same, right? For anything, opening Chrome browser is same. And for URL may be different, but you are pasting the same URL. For example, I want to open the Flipkart, right? So I will give Flipkart here, Flipkart URL here. Means here, see, for what we call e-commerce project, they are doing the same process, like they are opening the Chrome browser. They are opening the Chrome browser and they are providing the Flipkart URL. Means the process is same. The step 1 and step 2 is same, but the URL is different. Okay. So you need to understand this point. So what the Tosca has thought, okay, since they are opening the Chrome browser, for any project, opening the Chrome browser is same, URL may be different. For example, what I will do, I will create one particular standard engine modules where they can easily automate it. Okay, already they have automated it and they have put it in a box, call it as modules. Okay, I will tell you clearly in the later sessions. Okay, for example, there is a, see here, there is a HTML module. In that, there is an open URL. Okay, so what is this open URL? What they thought is like, for example, if they want to provide, see, I will drag it here. So it's a drag and drop tool. We will call it as drag and drop tool. I will tell you why it is called it as drag and drop tool. See here, open URL. What the Tricentis Tosca team thought is like, okay, we will give one particular code which can be used across any project. Either it can be a healthcare project, either it can be an insurance project. Okay. So in URL, you need to provide that particular URL. Either if it is a Flipkart, give the Flipkart. Okay. Either if you have any particular what we call your project specific URL, remove that and give your project specific URL. Okay. See, you are not writing any code. Simply, you are using the open URL. That's it. Okay. So what you need to do, that's it. You are not writing any code. But in Selenium, what you need to do, you need to drag all the plugins. Again, you need to give all the Chrome browsers, travis dot. Again, you need to use get method, blah, blah, blah. You need to do it. But here, you need not to do anything like this. Okay. Simple. What you need to do, you just click on this, right click on it. Okay. And run it. What it will do, it will open that particular module here. See, it will open it. Automatically, it is open. Okay, you can see in the scratchbook whether it is passed or not. Now, the interesting thing is like, now what we need to do, we need to click on the register button. In order to get the details, what we need to do, we need to catch hold of the backend web element page. Okay. See here, backend web element page, we need to get it. Okay. So you need not to do anything. We have a paid tool. The Tosca will do it for you. Okay. See here, for example, if you want to get any particular URL, right? For example, if you want to give any IDs, okay, class name we have. So what we need to do? Driver dot find element by ID. We need to use it. So that code you need to write it manually. Okay. But here, what you need to do? You need to just create a particular folder like this, right click on it, and there will be a scan and application. Don't worry about it. It is a bit confusing, but I will tell you one by one. I will teach you, but you need to understand how easily we can automate it. Make sure like the application is opened backend, right click and see the HTML. HTML in the sense, it should capture the HTML page. Automatically, it has selected. Click on the scan button. Okay. So now the Tosca will take its own time, means it won't take more time since we are not using a proper licensed tool. It may use a, see, I have my data concern, means what we call space issue. So that's why it is doing like this. In real time, you need not to do anything. In your systems, it will work. I need to remove all my cache, and I need to remove some of the memory. Okay. So for you, it won't be happen like that. Okay. So see, I'm launching the Tosca commander. So what is our agenda is like, we need to catch hold of this register button. Okay. So somehow, if you capture that register button, then you need to click on it. Later, you need to provide all the web element out of it. Okay. So let us do this. Okay. So you don't worry. I'm just giving a glance look. Each and every step we will write it, and we will show how to automate each and every step in detail. Okay. See, we'll see. So we are launching the Tosca commander same way. Once you have installed your browser, right? Once you have installed your Tosca commander in your machine, right? So we need to do one plugin that I will tell you how to do it. Later, we are good to go. And one precautionary measure should be taken that I will tell you. See, handling Tosca is bit in initial time or initial. So it would be harder for you guys to handle the Tosca, but slowly you will habituate for it. Okay, simple. You need to understand what step we need to automate it. You need to go and automate that step alone. That's it. Okay. So yeah, see what it is doing. See, it has captured. So I have scanned the module. Now we will go to the advanced and we will click it. See how interesting it is. It has captured the register button. It has captured the login, shopping cart, wish list, everything. What are the things we have in this entire page? See, in this entire page, what are the things we have? See, we have register button. Let's highlight on the screen here. Okay. See, it has automatically captured without writing a single piece of code. The Tosca has already done it. Okay. See, login button. Okay, it has done it. Shipping cart. Now what you need to do? I want only register button. Okay. So I will click on the highlight, deselect that. See, all the technical properties of the web element has been captured here. See here, what is from x-axis and y-axis? See, if you draw an x-axis and y-axis, from x-axis, how much distance it is? It is also captured. What is his class name? See, his class name is ICO register. Let us see whether it has captured the right one or wrong. Okay. See, we will click on this register button. What is this class name? Have you told Tosca to capture it? No, right? So it is already capturing it. See, the class name is same. ICO register and ICO register. See how interesting it is. So if you are talking about any other tools, right, you need to go and you need to take the XPath and dynamic XPath, blah, blah, blah. You need to take absolute and relative XPath. But here, see, XPath, it is already taken. Okay. It is not a relative. It's not a relative. It's an absolute, but it is taken. Okay. See, it is, see, once you have selected this module, right? So in two ways you can select it. Either you can click on it. You need to click on basic and you need to click here like this. In two ways, anyway, you can do it. And make sure like the test step is uniquely identified. See here On the downside, you can see the selected item is uniquely identified. What it is representing? The web element is uniquely identified in the entire page. Okay. So entire page, you need to click on this, save, and you need to close it. So we have a lot of things. Okay. So I will rename it. Why? It should be clear, right? So I will give register button so that we can somehow, if you have built the code and somebody is using it, then they need to understand it. Okay. So I have dragged that here. Now what I need to perform, I need to perform the click operation. Okay. Now close the browser and run the test case. Now what it will do, it will open the browser and it will click on the register button. Okay. It is failing. One second. Oh. One second. This. It should not be, but anyway, we will rescan it. Okay. One second. We will give class name as well this time. It should work. So same way, we need to scan the module. Yesterday I have done it, it is working, but I don't know why it is not working today. So, let's take the Edge browser. We will try it in the Edge browser. We will wait. Okay. See, my browsers are full actually. So that's where it is taking huge time. It won't take this much time. Okay. So after a long time, if you are opening, it will take this much time. But generally, it is very fast. And second, we will try to do one more time. See, my space are full, house full. So that's where the problem is. When you're creating anything, you should have a proper space. We have closed it, right? So when you are installing, make sure like you have space. Okay. So I will clear today. So let us scan the module. Right click and application same. Connections to loss, maybe. Why it is? Okay, anyway. I think I need to restart my system, guys. Anyway, we will try one more time. See, if you are facing these kind of issue, just restart your system and launch the Tosca one more time. It will work. Just keep that in your mind. So it should work. I don't know why it is not working. So let us take an existing example rather. Okay, so since we have huge, okay, so where is this? I will tell you everything, okay? So you do not worry. See, I will for today I will tell you these things. Okay, so later we can once I have restarted my system, then I will do it. Okay. See what we need to do. First of all, we need to open that particular URL. Okay. So once URL is done, so what you need to do, you need to provide your URL over here. Okay. So once your URL is done, so what you need to do, once you are providing your URL here, so you need to, it will open the browser automatically. Okay, so tomorrow I will clearly show, I will remove everything. Okay, so tomorrow I will show how easily you can do it. Just for a glance look, I will tell you later once it is done. Connection to see, so once it is done, so we can scan the modules, how we are scanning all the modules. For example, see here we have, okay, we have register page as well. See, once you are scanning the module, right? See, once you're scanning the module is something like this. Okay. So once you have scanned, click on it, right? So it will give the picture like how it is, and it will give the register button. Then what you need to do, you need to drag your respective module into your test case, which is the register page, right? So here you need to do it. Okay. Let me close all these things. So here you need to scan the module and you need to click on this register button. Okay. So for example, if you want to change the Chrome browser into Edge browser, that is very simple. You need to come to your test case, change your Chrome browser to the Edge browsers. You can get one doubt, like 1 second. Yeah. So if you want to change the Chrome browser to Edge browser, you can easily change it. Okay. You need to open this particular URL. Next, you need to click on that. So if you want to wait till that particular, for example, there will be a wait in the loading time, right? So once you have opened the URL based on your internet connection, so what you can do, you can wait for 5 seconds. Means you can tell the Tosca after opening the URL, 5 seconds wait. The Tosca wait for 5 seconds before you are executing the next test. If you are not giving this right, so in between these two steps, it is very fast. Tosca is very fast in between the test steps. So once it is done, it will go to the next step. So we need to ask the Tosca to wait. So we have different weights as well. I will let you know. So once you are click on the register button, what you need to do? Once we are clicking on the register button, let's run this. Okay. So once you are running these test cases, what it will do? It will open now in the Edge browser. See, now it is opened in the Edge browser, and it should click on the register button. See, it is clicking on the register button. Okay. So once you have clicked on the register button, see, we are not writing any code, right? So the test case got passed here. Okay. So the test case got passed here. Okay. Next, you have automated till this point. Okay. See, till register button you are done. Next, what you need to do, you need to give a valid details. Okay. So I have already, maybe I have scanned that module already. Let us see that. So in the same way, how you are scanning the module, you need to scan all the modules, what you want. Okay. So once it is done, you need to drag your modules into the test cases. That's it. So we can automate n number of applications. Okay. We can do the see, for example, if you want to do the login page, instead of registration, we will click on login. Okay, since we have the module, right? Since it is not working. So what we need to do, we need to click on the login button first. Okay, so for example, instead of register button, what you can do, you need to click on this login button. Okay, so once you click on the login button, email ID, password, you need to give it. Okay, so I will check whether we have any login page or not. Okay, so we have this module. So let me drag and put it. Okay, don't confuse, guys. So yes, it is confusing since the tool is not working, right? So I will tell you tomorrow. I will explain to you. I will clear all these things. Yesterday I have tried it. Since yesterday also same issue, right? So after that I tried it is work fine. I don't know why it is not working. So anyway, I will catch hold of it. So what we need to do, instead of clicking on register button, you need to click on login button. Okay. So it will click on this button. So once it is done, what we need to do, we need to provide a valid email ID. I will take something as Ramesh Kumar some @gmail.com. Okay, something. We need to pass that as data. But you may get doubt, one of doubt like, okay, here we are giving one of the email ID. Okay, but it is hard coded, means we are hard coding the data. So we won't do it. We can create a test configuration parameter and you can call over here. I will tell you that in the later session. Okay. So for example, we are using test 1, 2, 3 something. Okay. Next, we need to click on the register button, means login button. Okay. See, you have automated this login process. Okay. Now we will close it and now we will run this. What it will do, it will go and open the Edge browser and it will take 5 seconds. Okay. And it will click on login button. See how quick it is. And it will give the email ID, password, and it will click on the login button. See how quickly we have this. Unfortunately, we have these credentials as well. Okay. See, within no time, you have automated every test case, every test step. Okay. Later, what we need to do, we need to click on this logout button, right? So what you need to do, for example, if you are doing from scratch, right? So right click on it and click on the application. Okay. We will try now. Okay. We'll try now. So HTML, scan it. Okay. We need to take this logout button. No, I need to restart it. Okay. So what you will do, same way, you need to do the module and you will click on, you will perform the click operation over logout button. Okay. So once you have observed anything in the Tosca, did you observe any code? No, right? So what the Tosca is doing, since it is a paid tool, it is giving services to you all, like it is giving services, like what it is doing, it is giving. So it is showing that, see, it is open URL, it is already there. Next, wait, how much time we need to wait? That module, the Tosca has provided. But based on your application, till here, everything is common. For example, I am creating the Flipkart one. See, for example, I am creating for Flipkart. Okay. So what I will do, Flipkart. What is the first step we need to do? Flipkart login. Okay. What is the first step we need to do? Same way, you need to come here and click the test configuration parameter and give the browser as Chrome. Okay. So till this step, if you are creating any test case, till this step, it is a common. Later, what you need to do? You need to go and search for open URL. Okay. So it will give it like this. If it is, you can search it in 2 ways, either in this way, else you can come to the modules, go to the standard modules, HTML, you will have some HTML. You need to drag this module. While you are dragging also, you need to make sure you have dragged it from this logo. See, from this logo, you need to drag it and put it in your test case. Either you can drag it Else you can right click and you can search the test steps. I will tell you. Okay. So next you need to give it www.else https. Okay. www.flipkart.com. Okay. Till here it is common. Okay. Next, what you need to do? You need to ask the Tosca to wait. The Tosca has provided that T box wait. Okay. So click on it. See, it is milliseconds. 1 second equal to 1000 milliseconds. So I'm giving 5000 means 5 seconds. Okay. So once it is done, what you need to do? Same login module. If you have some login module, right? So somehow you need to drag it like this. So you need to put the login module. Okay. So within no time, you can scan the module. The Tosca will already capturing the values and you can easily automate it. See here, if you see, there is a 2 test cases. One is register one or one is login one here one. So we'll convert that into login. So this is the login one. Okay. So you can easily automate the login process. And interesting thing is like, so you have run it in the Edge browser. Now you want to run it in the Chrome browser, right? So right click on it and try to run the same application in the Chrome browser. Okay. So now what it will do, it will open in the Chrome browser. Okay. And it will click on the login button and it will perform its actions. Since if you are opening it in a Chrome browser, either you are opening in the Edge browser, the web element on the backend won't change. Okay. So if you are using either the Chrome browser, either the Edge browser, it is same on the website, right? So if you are opening this, see, it is taking some time. See, for example, if you are opening same web page in the Chrome browser or web browser, right? So for example, if you want to click on login button here, see, login button, the class ICO/login. In the same way, you can see the same login button, same. Here, see, you can switch it over. Okay. So here in the Chrome browser, it is same. The anchor tag is same. And in Edge browser, is anchor tag is also same. Now, what you can conclude from this is like, see, tomorrow I will tell you how to scan everything. So that thing from tomorrow we will cover it. Okay. So what we have understood till now, what we have understood is like, so using Selenium, we need to write this much of code to launch the browser, to log into any particular page. But in Tosca, within no time, you can automate using these steps. Okay. It should be in a proper format that I will tell you what is the format, how to first. So we need to install the Tosca, then we can have some experiment over it. Okay. So on the glance look like, so this is the Tosca, how it will look like. Okay. So till here, anyone has any doubts? Till this Tosca Selenium, till this point, anyone has any doubt? Guys, anyone has any doubt? If no, tell me no.
No, sir.
No, right? So simple. So now you haven't learned anything. Now you can understand how the Tosca look like, right? So that's your clear. So this is how the Tosca will look like. This is the front end page, front side of the Tosca. And now you also know that, see, I have used these modules, right? So these modules I have scanned way before, but now it is there is some problem, right? So that's why I've used the previous one. That's it. From tomorrow, we will try to do it on the live session and we will try to automate everything in detail. In this page, everything we will automate. Not only this page, we have separate applications as well. Okay. We will automate that applications too. Okay. So what you need to do, install your Tosca in your project if you are working in a project, and you can easily automate any web application. Not only web application, you can also automate the API testing as well. See, here you can automate the API testing as well. Only API testing we can automate? No, you can also automate the database testing as well. How? How you will do it? See here. See here, database model. You need to open the connection. You need to give the DSN connection. Before giving it, ODBC connections, you need to put it. Okay. In ODBC connections, you need to give the, see, for example, I have used the caching database testing. All these database I have used. Okay. In your case, it is same. Okay. You need to create your own database. Means you can add the database configurations here. Okay. For example, it is Oracle, right? So you can add Oracle on it. Okay, so you need to add these ODBC connections. When it is done, give the DSN connections, open that, and if you want to run any SQL query and you want to scan any table or get the data, you can get the data and you can close these connections. See, database testing also you can automate. And what else you can automate? You can also automate the Excel sheet. See, all Excel sheet. Okay, so all Excel sheets you can do it. Okay, so what it is doing? See here, it is opening an Excel sheet. Means you can open an Excel. For example, the test data what you are taking, either you will take it from an email, else you can also take it from the test data sheet. Okay, so you can also take the test data and you can see, for example, see in the same case, I want to log in 10 users at a time, but all the data are present in the Excel sheet. Now what you need to do, you will perform all the Excel operations and you will capture the data, variable, you will store the data, right? So here it is called it as buffer. So you will capture all the data and you will pass it here. See how interesting it is. Okay, so you can do this type of testing as well. So you can do Java, you can do SAP. Somebody has asked SAP, right? So see, so SAP. In SAP, we have log on and log out. Okay, login and log out. Okay, they can be automate the toolbar. See here, you can easily log in, log on into the page. See here, you can use it. For example, if I want to log in into here, for example, I'm using here. Okay, so if you want to log in, you need to give your client credentials, the username and the password. It will automatically open the SAP module. Means you have any SAP installed in your machine, right? So SAP login, you can easily automate it. Okay, so it will open that particular data and it will open it. Okay, so I think I have some SAP as well. So based on your test data, you can open your SAP modules as well. Okay, so you can automate the Gmail, see whatnot, you can automate anything. Okay, see database testing you can do. Okay, HTML, CSAP you can do. Mobile automation also you can see mobile automation. Okay, so Excel operation. See, this is Vision AI. Okay, it's very, very important. Means, for example, if you are couldn't able to log in, means, for example, there is no development as done, but you need to automate it. You can use Vision AI, which is a very unique concept. Means, without developer as, for example, in order to have this code in place, right? So what we need to do, first we need to develop this page. But what we can do, we can take a screenshot, which is called it as mockup diagram or mockup tables, we will call it as, right? So what they will do, they will give screenshot something like this. By scanning the screenshot, without actual development is done, we can automate. Once the code is deployed, you can run your test case directly. So it is removing manual tester completely. So now this Vision AI comes into picture. Now if it is fully automated or 100% it is done, there will be no manual tester at all in future. Why? See, there is an added advantage. See, being a manual tester, what we will do, once this page is visible, then only you can automate it, right? So how you will automate it? But what you can do in Vision AI, see, very unique concept. In Vision AI, what you will do, you will create a mock-up diagram. For example, before it is developed, right, the business analyst will draw this diagram, right? So what he will draw? For example, this is a register button. Next, this is, for example, this is the register button. This is the login button. So what it will do? See, login. Login. Okay. So for example, they are logging this. They are using this. Okay. So for example, there is a login button. Okay. So there is a login button here. Next, there will be a register button here. Something. So what they will do? They will create a mock-up diagram. See how interesting it is. Pretty means once it comes, right? So we are also waiting as a Tosca lead. We are also waiting for it. Once it comes into picture, right? Then all the manual testing is gone. Okay. See here there is a mock-up diagram. What we will do? We will try to scan the module. Okay. So what we will do here? We will try to scan the module. Okay. So when you are scanning the module, okay. So when you're scanning the module, see, here there will be an option called Vision AI. See, it is automatically taking Vision AI. So once you have done this Vision AI, then you can scan this module and you can put it over here. So even though there is no development has started, till now there is no development, they are yet to build the code. They are yet to build this particular application. So based on this mock-up diagram, you can automate it. Now see, did you understand it? What is the phases of life cycle? So once development is done, then we will go for the testing. Now using Vision AI, what it is doing? Using Vision AI, first we will build the automation script. Means this testing will be first here. Testing in the sense building the automation scripts. Okay, we need to build the automation scripts first. Later, they will do the development. See how interesting it is. See, we are changing the software development life cycle as well. See what in software development life cycle, we need to have development first. Later, we need to go for the testing. But in Vision AI, first we will build the script by taking the mock-up diagrams. Okay, once the developer has developed the code, within no time we will do the smoke testing by running this automation. So normally, as a acceptance testing, so in order to accept the build, what we will do, being a tester, we will normally go and open the URL. We'll see whether open URL is working fine or not. We'll click on register button. If the page is crashing, we won't accept the build, right? So in the same way, see here how interesting it is. Before itself, it is taking. So that is where the Tosca is. In future, there will be no Selenium at all. Even my guess, even we can get AI tools, major AI tools. If you learn this tool, you will have added advantage. If this tool, the Vision AI, they have built it in such a way, they have started, nowadays, we are started using it in our project. And it is fastly growing. If this Vision AI comes into picture, right? So no one will use any other tools. Since we are without no time, you are replacing the manual tester. In the place of manual tester, you are directly running an automation script. See how interesting it is. So that is how much powerful is the Tosca. Okay, so we can manage the test data. For example, if you have huge amount of test data, you can manage that particular test data and you can automate n number of test case application. Okay, for example, you have 3 users or 4 users, you can automate it. Okay, so we will start with requirements. Okay, later we will go for the test planning. Everything we will discuss. Okay, so everything in detail we will discuss. Okay, so you don't need to worry about it. Everything we will discuss. Okay, we have test planning. Okay, so from requirement, this is called sections of Tosca. I will tell you from tomorrow. We will start with requirement, like how the requirement will work and what are the weights we have, how to link the test cases and requirements, test planning, modules. Okay, next we will go for the modules. What are the test cases, test case design, okay, configurations, how we need to do it. Everything we will discuss. Okay, so this is for today. So we have understood the difference between a Selenium and Tosca today. Okay, within no time you can build the code, but in Selenium you can't do it like that. It is not that easy. Okay, so now I will send this to you. So anyone has any questions before we close? Ask me.
So starting from tomorrow, you'll be having the regular classes.
Yes.
Of the regular classes, you will be explaining in the notepad or will you by PPT, sir?
Both.
Both.
I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You have any concern?
No, sir. With PPT, it's very, very fast. That's why I asked.
Yeah. But see, for someone,
Hmm.
we'll have other choices as well, right? So for you, it is easy, but for someone, see, if you like PPT, then I use PPTs. If everyone is okay, then it is fine. I will do that.
Okay. And one small request, sir, while explaining, please explain bit slow, sir. From my
Okay.
end, I'm feeling that it's pretty
It's
fast.
fast, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty
I will go.
fast. Because as the concept is not registered in our mind, it's very
Yeah.
hard.
Sure,
That's
sure.
that's a request.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Sure.
Thank
See, if you want speed, right, then it's a problem. If you want me to explain it slow,
Hmm.
it's good. Anyway, I will explain. So, see, since I'm very much confident in the subject, right, so I may go fast. Okay. So I have okay. I will take this as a feedback and I will go slowly. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you. And doubts. You have any doubts? Like anyone has any small? So don't think like it is a small doubt or big doubt. Don't think like that. If you are asking anything, then only we will know.
Notes
Sir,
will
this
be
is Sridhar.
shared separately, or like just like we have to just attend the class and note down, sir.
I will share. Okay. I will
Oh.
share. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Somebody is asking.
Yeah, this is Sridhar, sir.
Yeah, Sridhar. Good.
Actually, I'm coming from a non-IT background. I haven't worked in any software field previously. So
Okay.
I have a gap of like 5 years.
Okay.
So I have to go with some kind of experience, right? So will I be able to manage once I go into the organization
Very
with
good.
this
Very good.
knowledge?
Right. So everyone will have this question in their mind. The thing is like, yes, you can do it. Why? You need to justify our statement or your statement, right? Since it is a non-coding tool, see, till here you can understand. So how to log in the page. Within no time, you have understood that how to log in this page. Okay. Since it is a non-coding tool, it is very easy you to do so. But you need to follow my class. From the basics, I will tell you. For example, what I will do it is like what is meant by modules. I will cover that. Okay. Once the module is done, what is module it is. Once the module is done, then we will go for the test cases. Then you need to how to create a particular what we call a structure. Everything I will explain from the very basics. Okay. Yes, with non-technical background. See, in my previous batches also there is a huge 14 years experience guys, 13 years experience guys in manual testing, as well as they also have in UFT. Okay, UFT they have they are working in non-technical. Yes, since there is no code involved, it is very easy to uh, get the things. Okay. Anyway, I will teach in a such a way that I will cover in the project level. Okay. For example, see, if you are opening any login page, you need to click on the login page in your application also. In here also, you need to do the same thing. Okay. So same thing you need to do it. Okay. Yes, you can get it, but provided you need to concentrate more on classes. You need to ask the doubts and you need to practice very well, then only you can do it. Not like, okay, I'm listening the class and I will get the job, else I can manage something. No, you can easily manage it. Since there is no code involved, it is very easy. If there is a code, then you can't manage. It completely depends. Even if you don't have coding knowledge, even though you can get it if you're concentrating it, you can do it. Sure, Sridhar.
So what is the scope of making a career out of this, sir, on this
Very good.
particular tool?
Yes, yes. As I said earlier, since we have AI revolution comes into picture, no company is ready to sit and type everything. Okay, means for example, in order to build these codes in Selenium, it will take almost 10 to 15 days. Why? First, you need to, for example, when you are introducing a new module, what you need to do? You need to drag the plugins and everything, right? But in Tosca, there is a zero code within no time in the sense within 1 day, out of 10 days, in 1 day, you can build the scripts. You are pretty much experienced folk. Okay. So coming to the career, as I said, now everyone is, since I'm in the market since 10 years, everyone is looking for an automation tool with zero code and full of accuracy. Now in the market, we have another tools as well, not like this Tosca. Since we have Tosca, we have UiPath. Okay. So UiPath, automation anywhere. Okay. So automation anywhere. So we have some of the tools in the market, so which are similar to it. But here, why the Tosca is like in UiPath or automation anywhere, these requirements can't be maintained. Test plan, yes, we can maintain, but not this much effective. And there is a no concept of vision AI. Artificial intelligence is not comes into any tool. Only Tosca has that tool. Okay. Surely from today, maybe the calls may be low. But in future, I'm expecting completely selenium will be gone. Not like today. See, as I said, an example like how the Google is evolved in last 10 years or 14 years. Within 2 to 3 months, the chat GPT has bypassed the Chrome. On the same way, the Tosca will bypass the selenium for sure. That is my expectation. And yes, you will have huge career in it. And everyone in the client is looking for Tosca now. Most of the clients.
Thank you, sir.
I
Yeah.
have one question, sir. As
Yes,
it
go ahead.
Tosca is everything is like automated, it's like zero code and it works very fast.
Hmm.
If it isn't from Selenium, if they are equating for 3 to 4 employees, if it is come for Tosca, then only one employee will be like hired in the
Yes,
companies.
depends. It depends, Sweta. Like, see, for example, as you said, see, it is our like, see, on the logic level, if you are thinking the same thing, yes, it is good. Means it is right. So what you're thinking is correct. But what I will tell you is like, for example, I have 10 application. Okay. So I have
Mm,
10 modules, different applications in my project.
mm,
For example, if I am giving Selenium for a trial run, I will give only one for
mm,
any project or any vendor, right?
mm,
But
mm,
now, since the Tosca is already proven and you are automating it one, there can be a huge project. You can get it. More projects. If you are getting more projects, you will get more work. You need to have more resources. Yes, if you are talking about one single project, yes, for Selenium, you need to have huge numbers since it is a long time taking process. But in Tosca, see, you can automate anything, right? So
mm,
you will give entire projects. You will get huge projects from the client and you can automate. They will ask, hey team, hey vendor, you can automate. We have other applications as well. We need to fasten that applications. Can you do it for us? For example, if you're talking about telecommunication, if there is a telecommunication, you need to balance the SIMs. You need, for example, there is an insurance project, a policy creation, policy handling, overwriters or writers will be there. So every module you can easily automate it. In that way, you will get huge amount of projects. Then obviously you need to have huge amount of members, means huge members.
okay.
Yeah, very good.
So in module one, I mean the PDF which have been sent, like
Mm.
it in the first page is mentioned as Tosca Web, Tosca Desktop.
Mm.
Okay. So
Mm.
the module one covers both desktop and web, or it's only web, sir?
See,
Because yeah.
Tosca, yeah. See, in using Tosca, you can do the what we called desktop application as well as web. I will show it to you both.
Okay, both you will be showing.
Yeah. But see, you need to see. You can ask this question, Sweta, right? So you are asking this question.
Mm,
There is one more question. Like for example, in your project there will be a different desktop application. First, you need to give access to Tosca. Okay,
mm, mm.
then only you can automate. Okay, so the extension of your question. That's it.
Okay. And while explaining before few minutes, you said that for manual testers will be like completely replaced as something is going to launch is starts with yes. I'm not sure about this name, what you said. Can you please
Vision AI. Okay.
Vision
Yeah.
AI, not Vision AI,
Yes.
something other term you said, even I'm not sure.
No. I said only the manual. If the manual tester is replacing
Okay.
only due to the Vision AI only.
Vision AI one. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
sir.
will
Okay.
cover it. Okay. You can't see anything. See in market, you
Mm,
can't see Vision AI teaching. The thing is
okay.
like they don't know about Vision AI properly. So I
Mm,
will teach. Okay. So if
okay.
you want, I think I have my previous batches where I
Mm.
taught this Vision AI models. Anyway, I will tell you. Okay.
Post
I
this
will cover.
session, you can we also ask doubts? Any group will be created in WhatsApp,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. We will create a group and you can ask every question over there and we will reply.
Okay, okay then.
Yeah, the management team will do all those things. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you
Yeah.
so
So
much.
from class related question, you can ask me. From the
Oh,
management, you can check with them. And if you want, I will ask them. Okay.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. We are running out of time. If anyone has any doubts before we close, anyone, quickly, guys.
So what about the
Yeah.
certifications, sir? Like,
Very good. Certifications, we will do 3 certification, AS1, AS2, SA. And we will guide you to do other certifications if you want.
So in Naukri in job description, some of the companies are asking TDS1 and TDS2 also. What is that, sir? I'm not aware of.
See, yeah, TDS is see, basically, it's one of the certificate, like first AS level 1, we will cover all the basic topics. AS2, the advanced topics. TDS1 or TDS1 or TDS2, test data services. We can have more in-depth knowledge of it. Okay. So see, I will give that knowledge. If you want, you can try. From our uh, like institute, we will provide your that 3 certifications. And as I said earlier, we will guide you to do other certifications as well. See, that is basically test data services. In that, the TCD, I need to, since you have asked it, let me share it quickly. Okay. So TDS1, TDS2, the pilot or API, SAP, we have huge number of certifications. Once you done, I will show it to you. That's the later part. So you have in-depth knowledge of what is meant by straight through and everything, like how to create the TCDs, how to maintain the test data services, everything we will have in-depth knowledge. Okay. So anyway, that we will cover in the topics. Okay.
Certification costs, sir, if you could.
No, there will be no cost.
No cost. It's
Free.
completely okay.
Free. Yes.
So for TDS also, it's of no cost, sir?
Free. Yes, free. Previously, way long ago, like 3-4 years back, it is a paid. Now they have converted into free.
Will there be any validity for these certifications, or once we acquire it, it will be for lifelong?
Yes, lifelong. It will be for lifelong, but you need to keep that in a safer place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you.
This license, the cost is very huge, sir, for the companies to invest this.
Yes. Previously, since they are now the see, we have connections with the Tricentis as well. Personally, me, the thing is like, since I have huge experience, right? So I used to talk with the Tricentis folks, the who developed the Tosca, and we used to join the webinars as well. So previously it is very huge. Now they have reduced the price.
Can you
So
tell
that
me the
more number of
approximate cost, sir?
no. Actually,
No.
we can't tell the approximate price,
Okay.
but I will give you
Mm.
like for example, for one license, it will cost from $5,000 to $10,000. I can't tell exact price, but yeah, it will
Okay.
cost around. It depends. See, since for example, in our team, if you have 5 folks or 10 folks, right? So you need to take one license, and you can one person can use at one time. So it depends. Based on the usage, they will get it. But yeah, $5,000 to $10,000 between. Exact amount I can't reveal.
Okay.
See, it's a marketing, right? So you will get for one
Yeah.
price. I will get for one price. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just reading a PPT because of the costs. Few companies are not getting. That's why I asked this question.
Yeah, see, that's where the point is. So in US or UK, right? In US or UK, they won't bother about $5,000 to $8,000. If it is India, yes, yeah, our mindsets are like that. So yeah, in US, you don't worry. They will purchase for sure. See what 5,000, they will get lakhs of dollars as an investment. So they will put it nowhere. See, if you are thinking that they won't use it, right? There will be no market for Tosca as well. Now there is huge market for Tosca. At sometimes it will go down. Yes, there is a recession. You all know. Even for manual tester also there is nothing, since it is a free, right? So in that case, if you are comparing manual testing, you should have huge jobs. Not only manual testing, either for other testing as well. If there is a recession, you can't do anything. But slowly it will, the market will stabilize.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much.
Okay, guys. Okay, then. See you all tomorrow. Yeah. Bye.